Hi, friends. Welcome back to Live with Roxy. I'm Roxy, and we're live. And so the show name is very apt. Can she speak today? We will see. This morning I did SEN Live, and then I was working on social media stuff for World Girls for the last couple hours, and also for my TikTok. And then now I'm here live with Roxy, and then after this, I'm gonna go drop my ballot off at a ballot box because it is voting day. ABC, anybody but Caruso. Y'all Californians know what I'm talking about. Or Los Angelins, native Angelinos. And then I am going to be tomorrow with the World Girls, and then Thursday, I think with you guys, and then Friday with Only Stupid Answers, and starting call-in, I believe, this week. So that's the app. Thanks for everybody who's following. Welcome back to the show. I saw two things. I saw Miss Marvel, the first couple episodes, and I haven't been able to talk about it for like a week and a half, and now I finally can. So I'm excited about that. Don't worry, no spoilers, of course. And then I also saw Everything Everywhere All at Once last night. I also saw Jurassic World Dominion, but I'm not allowed to talk about that until tomorrow. I think I probably won't be talking about it, to be honest, but would be happy to answer any questions of yours on the World Girls. We all saw it together. In terms of Everything Everywhere All at Once and Miss Marvel, though, I'm stoked to talk about those two things and cannot wait to do so here today live at the Roxy. Questions, comments, concerns, thoughts, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Send it in. Send them in loud. Send them proud. Who is in LA? Who is voting today? Who else has a voting day today that is voting? See that numbers are really down with people under the age of 34, which fucking sucks. And, we're the ones who are the most mobile. So get the fuck up and vote. Yes. Okay. Let's talk about you guys at home. Shout out to anybody who's here for the top of the show. Much love to all of you guys who are joining me live. To start off, Andrew Thomas, Joseph Ashley, Glenn Caesars, Our, Manny Gonzalez, Not Rick Zamoras, Silu Bonino, Sean Quinn, Christian Hardesty, Stab Worthy Headquarters. That's a great name. Matt Link, and all of the people. Amir Muhammad, Mark Jason Ali, Murderanta, all of the people. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. It's very cool to see. It's very cool to see all of your faces. Very cool. What is it? It's very, very, very. What am I? Thumbelina? It's very berries. It's very, very. Did anybody remember Thumbelina? Sometimes random movies and lines pop into me. Isn't that from? Is it Thumbelina, the girl who she's on like a leaf? She's the size of her thumbs. Something about berries. And they say berries. All right, I'm on a just different level right now. Let's go into the Stream Labs and see what's happening in here with the berries. Jimmy Nails. Nope, that was from last time, but much love to you. Glenn Caesar, that's from this time. Hello. Great Monday. Wow, have I not been live here since the 2nd? It's crazy. I'm only live here not twice a week. Great Monday and happy Pride Month. Thank you. Sending love to my fam. Thanks, Roxy, and everyone who's battling for choosing to. And he's saying winner, chicken dinner, showing up, all that. So if you choose to, continue breathing. Golden sparkles, bring in love and blow out stress and yucky energy with inhale and exhale to break up, remove all types of energetic blockages. Be you always and in all ways. Glow in your flow. Berries. Thanks for that. Thumbelina or Fern Gully? Just interesting. I have to do a rewatch of Thumbelina and Fern Gully to know then. Stabworthy, I am not high right now. You guys know I don't get high before the show. I sometimes will get high on the World Girls with you guys if it's one of those kind of days, but I don't smoke before when I'm working because I just can't. I also still have to drive to go to drop off my ballot. everybody's always like, Roxy's so high. And I'm like, what? I always tell you guys when I'm high. It's so weird. Melanie Lewis with that support in the super chat, loving the nails, Roxy. Thanks. I cannot believe I'm somebody whose nails are able to grow out to this point now. I used to have the shortest nails. These are my real nails. I put gel nail polish. I get gel nail polish on them, but that's my real fucking nails. And they used to, I swear to you, they used to be, you can look always. They were like little nubs. And now they're long and strong and down to get the friction on. So, ladies, yeah. Want to roll my Mercedes? Yep, all of that. So, yeah. All right. Also, just as you guys, so you guys know, I have been really working on my TikTok game. It's a lot of stories that you guys have heard here first, but in shorter versions, or that you've heard on SEN or throughout the years on Screen Junkies or Collider or AfterBuzz or DC Movie News or Rotten Tomatoes or Nerdist or SourceFed or Only Stupid Answers or World Girls or any of the places that I've been over the last over a decade. But they're all condensed on my TikTok, and some of them are news stories there too. And I'm really hoping that I can use those stories to kind of propel more followers there so that I can get more sponsorships and deals there so that I can take more money from the man and less money from you. Because even though this is a trade service where I provide the entertainment, y'all provide the cash, I would love it if I could provide the entertainment, the rich people provide the cash, and you guys just get to reap the benefits, because that would be fucking dope city bitch, dope city bitch. So please go check out my TikTok, which is just Roxy Stryer, same as my Instagram and my Twitter. I do like all different kinds of storytelling in each one of those locations. So hopefully that is of some kind of fun to you guys. Possibly berries. What is happening? She lives in a shoe or something, right? Thumbelina, have you seen her? Thumbelina, have you seen her? Is that a song in the movie, or am I making it up? We just don't know. Let's go back into the Streamlabs with you guys. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Reminder to you guys to get in, because I still haven't figured out a way to make the money from the man yet. So get in your support now, please. Glenn Caesar said, good Tuesday. Happy Pride Month. Yes, I should start every show this month with that. Probably should start every show in life with that. Sending hugs to my family. And he's saying, great job on SCN Live. Very funny. It was a lot of people on the show today. How did you guys feel about SEN today? There was a lot of voices. I was like, is there any way that y'all can hear this? And Ryan Payne, I started the expression taking money from the man, and then D started saying it. So hello. Hello. You know, it's not cool to give her credit for something I started saying. Just kidding. You can give her credit for absolutely anything that you guys want to. D's the shit. I do give D a lot of credit for helping me and helping people knowing who to vote. It's for voters days, like who to vote for and what kind of different resources that we have available. And there's this thing BB on the ballot this year that was like a prop that was kind of hard to understand. I hate the way that they're fucking phrased. It's so fucking confusing all the time. But yeah. Matt Link saying, was that actually my story on George Takei's Twitter? It was. I put out a TikTok about this guy who farted on me once, and the Sun picked it up, Mirror picked it up, George Takei himself picked it up, as well as his platform. It was all the fuck over the place. Super funny. My brother texted it to me too. He saw another place picked it up, and I was like, damn, this is goofy as shit. Yeah. I'm going to be very famous for being the girl who's farted on, which, hey, as long as I get there, it doesn't really matter how it happens. As long as you're not bad to people. Ain't that the truth? So send in your Streamlabs and your super chats. Let's talk a little bit about something that is a major tone shift for the majority of the things that we talk about on the show, and that is Miss Marvel. The reason I call this a tone shift, even though, of course, this is a nerd show and it is something that has to do with Marvel and Disney Plus, and we talk about a lot of those things. This is very different than the other things we've talked about here that we typically talk about here. The show is very good. It's also extremely juvenile, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that as in it is not for people my age. This show has made it very clear that when we're following Miss Marvel, this is a show that you could show to your kids that I think would be a great introductory to them to the superhero world, specifically to the Marvel universe. So fun, really endearing. The Iman, the one who plays the actress who plays Miss Marvel, is really, really freaking cute. She's 19 years old. She looks about 13. She is like the most endearing, adorable, awkward, perfect for this role. I really like her. I like the story that they're going with. It feels younger in tone than even like Flash or Arrow. It feels younger than that to me. It reminds me in tone of, if any of you guys watched that show Never Have I Ever, the Mindy Kaling produced show on Netflix, where it's like a family-friendly, family-based show. And then what I like about this show, Miss Marvel, is that it's kind of family, or it's a show first, a sweet show first, and superhero second. So, yeah, I think it's really lovely, but I don't think, if you're going into this thinking it's going to be the next Falcon and the Winter Soldier, or it's going to be the next Loki, it's definitely not. It's not like that. It's for the younger gen, and I'm glad that they're doing it like that. So I'm really into this show, but I just don't want people going into it thinking that this is for them if it's not. And you might still enjoy it even if it's not for you, but this is for the kids. This is for the youths. This is for people who don't want to watch, for people who are 12 years old who haven't seen fucking the last decade of Marvel things, for them to have an entry point. And yeah, it's plays way younger than Hawkeye for me, Andrew. So far, it plays way younger than Hawkeye. Yeah, this played really, really young for me, and in a way, and in a really refreshing, light, fun way. I liked it a lot. It was a nice change in tone. It was really well done. You could tell exactly what they're trying to do, and yeah, I liked it. I thought it was really cute. So check out Miss Marvel if that sounds good to you. And if it doesn't, then you're probably not going to like it. So that. I also, just so you guys know, caught up on Stranger Things, binged the first couple of episodes, or 3 episodes of The Boys, and am caught up on Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan, the 3rd episode was phenomenal. I talked to you guys about that a little bit. I can't wait for the 4th one. That's tonight, right? Stranger Things, I cannot believe that they are cutting us off mid-season. I need to get to those next ones. What the fuck's going to happen? This season is scary as shit, and I'm really into it. But possibly my favorite of all 3, even though the 3rd episode of Obi-Wan was out of this world, possibly my favorite of all 3 is The Boys. Yo, The Boys season, or first 3 episodes of season 2. This show is fucking vile. It is vile. By show bunnies, who in here is watching The Boys? Is anybody in here watching The Boys? From the very first episode back, something so disgusting fucking happens that you're like, and we're back. It is just, this show is off to the races in a way that is so exciting. I can't believe that there are nerd fans that aren't watching The Boys. It is, if not the best, absolutely one of the best superhero shows on TV. It's like fucking bonkers. Oh, shout out to Janine. Hi, babe. Also, and Janine, I think I saw you post on Instagram that you were here, but I didn't see you. Anyway, shout out to everybody who's watching The Boys. Mike, Jimmy, both Jimmys. Let's see, Matt, Murderanta, Zeno, all you guys that are watching. I'm glad that you are. Yes, Susie, I finished Hacks and the Flight Attendant. They were both excellent. Love both those shows. Can talk about that later. But I think that the 3rd episode of The Boys was possibly my favorite. And I tweeted out being like, The Boys in a fucking insane way is the most relatable show of that's on right now for me. And everybody's like, what the fuck are you talking about? I cannot explain how much I relate to The Boys. First of all, if you don't see the direct comparisons from our society to their society with corporations and with billionaires and with the way that we make decisions as a society and planet, especially in the United States, come the fuck on. it's a dead ringer for how we do things. So much so. And then number 2, for personal reasons, being in the entertainment industry, a lot of times the things that I'm asked to do or asked to keep quiet about or asked to go along with, this is this dead ringer for. And it's like disturbing how accurately they got a lot of this. You could just know people in these writers' rooms are pulling from personal fucking experience. I mean, it's just, the show is, in some ways, out of this world. You could never picture any of it happening, but in some ways I'm like, yep, that is exactly how it would be if there were people with superpowers here. That is exactly how it would be. So fucking good. Obsessed with The Boys. How are you guys feeling? Are you guys loving it as much as I am? I was nervous it wasn't going to be as powerful as last season. And did I say season 2? We're on season 3, right? It's season 3. You guys let me know. Who the fuck am I to remember that? In the Streamlabs, Glenn's thanking everybody who's choosing to battle whenever, however, and he says it makes you winner winner chicken dinner. And then he says, being unselfishly loving and supportive of others, including strangers on the internet or not, as well as being kind, caring, full, unique, makes you humane, worthy, and a cozy fire to be near, your shiny star, priceless treasure and inspiration. Thank you. Paul3JP in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/RoxyStryer says, girl, how are you, queen? What's up with these dates? Did I miss something? Did one of these guys break your heart? Because if so, it's going down. No, my heart's only been really broken once. It's kind of hard to, and it's hard to break a heart that's still completely shattered. They can catch these hands. Also, drinks. Also, The Boys season 3 is so good. Boys season 3 is very good. Guys, I have an update on drinking and driving, guys, do y'all want that update? Let me know if you do. Because if you want that update, we can either move on to talk more TV and also me give you my thoughts on everything everywhere all at once, or you can hear an update on drinking and driving, guy, or both. Streamlabs.com/RoxyStryer. Let me know. In the meantime, Streamlabsing in, coming in at 6'11". Jimmy Nails, are you 6'11"? Is anybody? James Dorian Gaines. I read the Boys comic back in the day and can't believe it's sticking so close to the book. I feel you about the show. If I let my dark side win, I would be just like Homelander. No, you wouldn't. Oh, you said just like Highlander, not like Homelander. Which one's Highlander? Let's see. I gotta look this up. Highlander, The Boys. Bad that I can't remember who that is. Who is Highlander in The Boys? I don't see a Highlander. Maybe you meant Homelander, but there's no fucking way. Much love to the Rockstars and to you, Roxy. Jimmy, how you doing, dude? Keep us posted. Let us know. Quite a month you're having. Quite a month. He meant Homelander. I was like, fuck, Highlander. Who the fuck is that? No, you would never be like Homelander. Homelander is a piece of shit who doesn't care about anybody. So even if you let your dark side win, you would never not care about humanity or society. It's just not how it works. It's either in you or it's not. He is one of the scariest villains ever. Oh my God. Because he's just such a true piece of shit. And I've worked with people like him. People like him exist in Hollywood. It's fucking scary, yo. It's fucking scary. Streamlabs.com/RoxyStryer. Let me know. Y'all haven't said much, so I'm going to talk instead about Everything Everywhere All at Once. I went and saw a double feature last night where I saw Jurassic World Dominion, which I can't talk about until tomorrow if I talk about it. And then I saw Everything Everywhere All at Once. I made Steph go and see it her second time, and we were there until 12:30. It was a long day of movies, and I was really nervous about this. I've not met one person who didn't like Everything Everywhere All at Once. Dorina says it's the greatest movie ever or of the year or so, and I don't think she said ever, but she loved it. And everybody I've talked to, Steph had seen it before. She loved it. Everybody was raving about this movie, raving about the movie. So I was nervous because you guys know when Parasite came out, I thought it was fine. That was totally fine. But everybody was like, it's the greatest movie ever. And I was like, I love Bong Joon-ho, and it's not even my favorite Bong Joon-ho movie. So just to not land for me the same way. And so I was really nervous this was going to be overhyped. You guys know I also have a weird taste sometimes. So I was scared. Then we were in the movie and we're about 15 minutes in and I was like, fuck, I don't think I'm going to like this as much as everybody else. And then we were about 30 minutes in and I was like, okay, it's growing on me, but I'm just still not sure. And then we were about an hour in and I was like, okay, it's definitely growing on me. And then we were an hour and a half in and I was like, okay, this movie is fucking really good. And then we were 2 hours in and I was like, this movie is fucking great. This movie is awesome. And then we were 2:20 in, which I think is how long it is, something like that. By the end of the movie, I was like, oh, that movie was so fucking beautiful. Oh my God. So I think no, Jimmy, the twist happened so quickly. It wasn't when the twist happened. It was like I just think that I think that there's a couple downfalls of this movie, even though I think the movie is great. I'll start with the great parts. The great part is they decided to tell a story that they wanted to tell exactly in the medium they wanted to tell it, exactly how they wanted to tell it, and that really worked. It was bizarro. There were some I don't want to give spoilers because I know it's still in theaters and people haven't seen it yet, but there were some really random choices that are hysterical about different animals or foods, or about different editing techniques that I was like, what the actual fuck? But it really works well. So all that worked. What was at the heart of the movie is a mother-daughter relationship and a mother-father relationship and a husband-wife relationship. And all of those relationships were extremely poignant. And also then there's people's relationship to society, and they're very poignant, and they also give a lot of different entry points in. There's a lot of windows into this movie. So for me, when I was watching it, while I couldn't relate to some of the character dynamics, and I was like, that doesn't touch me as much, there was other dynamics that I really related to and could see why different people will relate to different things. So I I just Nikita says you can just say whether you liked it or not. That's not true, Nikita. There's a review embargo up about it, and you're not allowed to talk about it. Don't. What are you trying to get me to lose my job? What the fuck? So anyway, going back to Everything Everywhere All at Once, which I absolutely can talk about. It was so beautifully done, and the characters and dynamic were so great, and then it was so original that I thought it was just mwah, chef's kiss. One of my top 2 movies of the year. My top movie being Top Gun. I think that they could have shaved 15 to 20 minutes off this movie easily. A lot of it was pretty self-indulgent, which a lot of the beauty came from some of those moments, but it just really dragged for me at times. And this movie is broken up into part 1, part 2, and part 3. And part 2 doesn't come until an hour and 30 minutes into the movie. And I think that that was at the detriment of the movie because from somebody who knows about like a 3-act structure to start your second act, which it wasn't really the second act, it was the second part, an hour and a half in just made everything feel so fucking long. And I was like, I wish that they didn't do that. And also I didn't love this. I talked to you guys about this before, especially with what just happened with the fucking what's the guy from The Hangover's name? I can't remember his name right now, but with him playing the Jewish character and having the prosthetic nose. I am not. It's so funny when you can picture somebody's face. So Star is Born. Let me try to get this without looking at you guys. What the fuck is this guy's name? Okay. It's so hard for me. This is why I can't do movie trivia showdown. So it's the name Woody just keeps popping in my head, but it's obviously not that. Bradley Cooper. Okay, there we go. Holy shit. That took me a fucking minute. And I looked right the fuck up until I got it. So you guys couldn't pretend that I didn't. Yes. Bradley Cooper. So anyway, in Everything Everywhere All at Once, Jenny Slate is in the movie. And I didn't love this choice that they did because I just think it's super stereotypical. And there were so many other choices that could be made. And they did. I just was like, why is this something that we had to go after with uh with Jenny Slate? So the mom in the movie, this isn't a spoiler, the mom in the movie meets Jenny Slate and is speaking a different language and is comments on how big Jenny Slate's nose is and keeps calling her big nose. And she does that 3 times. And number 1, Jenny Slate doesn't have that big of a nose. Number two, it's just such a big Jewish stereotype that for us to in Hollywood continue to point out Jews having big noses, it just seems so unnecessary to me. And they do it 3 times in the movie, dicking on Jenny Slate's big nose. And so I didn't appreciate that. I thought that that was like such a weird, we didn't need to. And the mom is not perfect. There's other points in the movie where she fat shames or she does certain things, but as Hollywood just continues to perpetrate the stereotype that Jews have big noses, I was just like, why the fuck did we have to do that? Just so unnecessary. We couldn't have called her something else, like anything else. And because she's Jewish and because of the nose thing, it just was like, I don't know. I don't like that. So I don't like that. Nikita, babe, stop trying to tell me how to do my job. It's so fucking weird. Other YouTubers like your friend Christian Arlo said whether they liked it or not. He's not allowed to do that. So that's fine that he did it, but I can show you that when we get it, you're not supposed to talk about it. You are only allowed to tweet about it and social about it. So I don't know why you keep pushing. It is a violation to say whether you like something or not. It absolutely is based on what they send us. You are not allowed to talk about it until the embargo is up. You are allowed to tweet about it. You are not allowed to speak about it. That's what it says. So, and I don't know why would you want, just because Christian did something doesn't mean that it's right. And that's fine for him. And maybe he has better relationships. But if I do something, it's insane. I don't know why we push people to do things that they've said they're not going to do, because no means no. Like I said, no. And then people always try to convince you to do things that you've just straight up said no about. Anyway, yeah, so that thing about Jenny Slate bothered me. John Beamer said, I didn't even notice that. Thanks for calling out, Roxy. Yeah, I think it goes under a lot of people's radars, and it just happens so often that this movie's done such a great job at having such a diverse cast of people that we don't always see in Hollywood, and there just was no need to take jabs at a Jewish person's nose. So just super unnecessary. Nikita, I said no. I said no. I said no, honey. Let it go. This is fucking wild. People hate hearing no, bro. It is so crazy. Like, people, when they hear no, they like go in fighter mode. Like, you said no to me? And it's like, yes, because me as my own person with my own autonomy over my own body and my own voice and my own choices, I'm actually allowed to say yes or no. And so are you guys about anything that's asked of you. And I hope that that message is imparted on you guys here at Live at the Roxy, that if you want to say no about something, then as we learned on the podcast that's coming out for World Girls, no is a complete sentence. So people can ask you to do anything and you can say no. No. Moving forward, those are my thoughts. So send in your questions, comments, concerns, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Y'all are, not all of you, most of you guys are fucking amazing, but some of you guys are a lot. A lot. It'd be so great to be able to have like little windows into people's souls and be able to play like a fast forward version of their life to see why people are the way they are. If you could have just you could just know somebody's childhood or like how their upbringing to see like, why are they like this? Like, it, not in this specific example, but in any example, like, what happened to them as a kid? How did their parents treat them? Like, were they spoiled? Did they never hear no? Did they never hear yes? Does somebody need more attention? Like, we all have our own things, and I have so many things myself too. And just to see, like, why am I so inquisitive? Why do I ask so many questions? Why am I such a curious person? If you could just hit like play on a little button on me and it could give you like a brief update of me and my life and like Roxy Stryer, blah, 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 and you could just watch and be like, oh, I get her a little more now. Wouldn't that be fucking cool? Somebody should invent something like that. That's the next futuristic thing. Intelligence cycle. How's it going, Roxy? Hope everything's going well. Thanks, friend. I binge watched Stranger Things season 4, The Boys season 3, and Everything Everywhere All at Once. One word I can describe for each is STS4. Oh, for Stranger Things season 4, grandiose. Interesting. The Boys, bonkers, and Everything Everywhere All at Once, dazzling. I like that. I think those are great words. Thanks for sharing them with us. I think they're all great. That's not as descriptive as you were, but they just were all excellent. Oh, I really liked Everything Everywhere All at Once. Really, really beautiful job with that film. Really beautiful job. Going back to the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. See what's going on in here. Glenn says, everyone who's listening, say to yourself, I'm kind, I'm caring, I'm fully unique, I'm good people, I'm worthy, my story is important, deserves to be seen and heard. That makes me a winner and someone worthy of being/having around. And thanks, Roxy, and everyone who's battling for choosing to. Thanks for showing up and being support for the people around you. However you can, doing so, even when it's tough, makes you a winner. Winner, chicken dinner. I hope you all feel loved. And then Jimmy says, I don't know if it matters to you, but one of the Daniels is Jewish. One of the Daniels. I looked that up afterwards, and I turned to Steph and I said, wow, he's got a Jewish last name. He must be Jewish. For those who want to see it, the movie is streaming on Amazon and Apple today. This week has been hard rocks, really hard, but the kindness of this community has helped. I'm so glad to hear the kindness of the community has helped. I'm so sorry to hear this week has been hard. And to your point, it definitely does help that one of the creators of this movie is Jewish. In the same way that remember when I didn't know Taika Waititi was Jewish and I heard that Jojo Rabbit was coming out and I was like, hey, this is a little risky, and then I heard he was Jewish and I was like, okay, I feel much better about this. It's in much better hands. But as a Jew, if the Daniel that worked on this movie who is Jewish, if he had called me and been like, from Jew to Jew, what do you think about this? I would have been like, no. I feel like maybe he I don't know. Maybe he wasn't thinking about that, or maybe he was and was trying to make a point about Jewish stereotypes. I really don't know. I just thought it was super unnecessary, but it does definitely make it better. And I didn't think that in this particular movie, I don't think in any way, shape, or form it was anti-Semitic or racist. I just wish that we would just stop for a minute perpetrating these Jewish stereotypes in film that are not helpful. And so I was annoyed by that for 2 seconds, and then it went away. Jimmy says there was that was a part 2 rocks. Did part 1 not come through? Oh, yep, I see part 1. Sorry, Jimmy. Part 1 said, Everything Everywhere All at Once messed me up so bad. I ugly cried in the theater more than once. I have never seen my personal philosophy so well represented on film. Oh, that's amazing. Kindness is the most important thing in the world. Friends to each other and yourself. Oh, got you, Jimmy. Sorry, I missed that. Jimmy, also on this, I think that's so beautiful and exactly why you would never be Homelander, babe. If your personal philosophy is everything everywhere all at once, it's certainly not Homelander. Oh, Jimmy, you're great. Mark Jason Ali, thank you for that big support in here. Fucking huge. You're amazing. He said showing support. I said sewing support. How are you? What's the update? All okay? I'm keeping it pushing. No, not everything's okay. I'm doing the best I can, and you guys certainly help with that. So thank you for asking, and you're freaking awesome. I'm looking right now, Mark Jason Ali, at this Mad Libs book, and every time I look at this now, I think about you coming on to do a couple of these. I want to do some more of those. I love the Mad Libs. Austin Kramer in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer says, hi, Roxy. I got hired for a new job today. Start at the end of the month. Everybody bunnies for Austin Kramer. Fuck yeah, babe. That's what I'm talking about. Everybody getting hired. Let's go, Austin. Yes, for that hiring. Yes, boo. Yes. Love that. All right. Mike Joyce says, have you seen the Daniels last movie, Swiss Army Man? So another thing, last night, I didn't even know that they had done Swiss Army Man. Then afterwards, I got out IMDb and I was like, oh, they are the ones who did Swiss Army Man, which I thought I had seen, but I did not see. And I was like, I think a lot of my friends loved this. And then I looked and it had like a 70 something on Rotten Tomatoes, but I definitely want to. I like Daniel Radcliffe a lot and would love to see it. What did you think, Mike? Did you like it? Did you like it? Let me know. Yes, everybody's sending bunnies for Austin. So fucking happy. That's so great. Yes. Lloyd, what's up? Lloyd Nan says, Roxy, everything everywhere all at once is amazing. You're awesome too. Thank you. Yeah, it was fucking great. It really was. Like everything I'm talking about is super nitpicky. There was this amazing moment. I don't want to give anything away, but where somebody is saying lyrics to a song, but they're saying it as if it's their own thoughts. And a lot of people didn't pick up on it. And then later on, you hear that song, and I was losing my shit about that because nobody else was picking up on it. I was like, oh my God, this is for me right now. There's a lot of really cool pop culture references in there. And just the messaging is beautiful. There's a lot of heart in that film. And that's one of the most important things for me is heart in a movie. And there's just so much of that. So thank you. Thank you for everybody sending in their support. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Strider. Super chat in. Let me know your questions, comments, concerns. Let's see what's going on with you. Glenn Caesar says, he wants us to that we're always a winner. I'm glad that you are around. Thank you. I hope you live in serenity and truly get to see and feel, perceive yellow sparkles of happiness and green sparkles of joy and healing, manifesting your day-to-day life today, tomorrow, and beyond. And then he said, oh shit, almost forgot, tonight/Wednesday, 2 Disney Plus shows debuting, Obi-Wan and episode 4 of Miss Marvel. Oh, did you guys see? Oh no, Obi-Wan episode 4, Miss Marvel episode 1. I was like, did you guys see Miss Marvel? Cool, that's great. I didn't know Miss Marvel was premiering tonight. That's awesome. Nice. By the way, it was pretty cool to see you and DJ's non-spoiler review of Miss Marvel. I'm glad you both actually liked it. Yeah, we really did. And it was great. So thank you for that. Track Stars in the Streamlab. Yes, Track Stars. Glad that you and Steph watch Everything Everywhere All at Once. Did you know that Ki Huai Kwan came back to filming after seeing full representation on Crazy Rich Asians? Who is that? The dad in the movie? Also loved the fighting scenes, especially the one with the award. The one with the award was great. However, I wish that we didn't have fuzzy blurred out stuff. I wanted to see everything that was happening. Just my personal preference. I know it's not everybody's, but it is mine. All right, my friends. So much love to everybody in here, including everybody who has different opinions than me, or even people who can be pushy. Even you, Nikita. Nothing, no hard feelings. I just like to set my boundaries and make them very clear. But much love to you and to everybody. And nobody wanted to hear about my date, so maybe I'll tell you guys next time. Not my date. I didn't go on a date. The guy, the drinking and driving dude, because he got caught. It was a whole thing. It was a whole thing. All right. Yeah. Jamil said, make the prosthetic way harder to make, Roxy. Way, way harder. And that's what I wanted to see. Throw $1 million at it if you have to, Jimmy. I want to see it. All right, my dudes. Much love. You guys are awesome. Thanks for supporting all over the place. And I will be back for the World Girls tomorrow night. And then Thursday, I should be here. I'm writing something on Thursday, so I don't know exactly my timing on things, but hopefully here. If not, I'll do Friday. I'll either be here Thursday or Friday. Mega Movie says, did you hear Ted Lasso season 3 is being written as the final season? I think it's too soon. So sad. I love that show. Wow. Maybe that's what Jason Sudeikis wanted, though. Why are they doing that? No. Oh, man. Oh, man. That's sad. I'm bummed by that. I love that show, and I feel like it needs a couple more seasons. Guys, I'm sitting here feeling a little guilty because I see that Chris Braxton's back, and I know that I had my spat with Nikita earlier. And sometimes I get very passionate about things, but I always want everybody to feel comfortable being here. I just want people to treat me with kindness because sometimes I feel like people are throwing stones at me. But I don't ever mean to throw stones back. Sometimes I feel like I'm under like crazy attack sitting out and just open and people start throwing shit and it feels like little daggers going to me because I'm a person too. So, yeah, sometimes I get passionate about the way I speak back, but I do appreciate every single person who comes in here, even when people are being trolly-poly-oly. I appreciate everybody. So, yeah. Okay. Much love to you guys. And as always, stay safe, stay sane. Put down the toilet seat and lid. We don't want those buffoons. Don't trumpet the Holocaust. Justice for all the people who lost their lives due to excessive force. My body, my choice. Love is love. Happy Pride Month to all. And so much love to every member of the LGBTQIA plus community. I hope that you are having fun during this Pride Month and celebrating under this beautiful rainbow umbrella wherever you are in that rainbow. And much love to all of you guys. Okay. Stay safe, stay sane, and I'll see you Wednesday for the Royal Girls and either Thursday or Friday here live at the Roxy. Don't forget to vote. Anybody but Caruso, ABC. Later.